Here's my 18-foot Xpress center console aluminum boat. I've had it for about 6 months now. The only thing I've done to it so far is put a jack plate on it. It's up all the way right now. It's only about 1.5 feet deep right here, but the motor runs about 6-7 inches above the transom. When I first bought it, it didn't have a jack plate, and it didn't want to go above 5,500 RPMs. And now it'll do 32 miles an hour with the jack plate, with select tide. I bought it with this Mercury 60. Had a broken cowl on it, so I put a newer style cowl on it. It's all filthy right now, and changed the lower unit oil, tightened up all the bolts on it, because when they took it from their pontoon or whatever, it's a command thrust, they didn't tighten any of the bolts. And the first time I took it out, my steering almost fell off. These were finger tight. Now they're good. And this was also finger tight. Looks like someone's spinning around in the trim cylinder, but needs a little touching up. Came with the power pole, which I've never had a power pole before. It's a game changer. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it or if I'm going to replace with a micro instead, or a manual slotted pole holder on the transom. But so far it is really good. The switch is a little temperamental. It's works there, but doesn't work all the time. I put a little bimini top on it. It's an aluminum boat, Scorcher, and has the Mercury controls instead of the Yamaha 70 controls, and has a radio. Someone he said he took his Garmin from his big bay boat and stuck it on here when he upgraded it. It's actually pretty nice. That's just about everything you need to do. That's how I have it set up right now. Windshield and grab bar, this was finger tight when I first got it. Came with 2 brand new batteries down here. I have them out for it right now. I'm not really a trolling motor guy, but it's a mess down here. I'm taking it out of the water today, go rewire it. Rear compartment, bait well, which fills up with water, has no plug in it right now. This is all the screw bolts. Not the original seat, I don't think. It's got no padding right here. Nothing. Here's great. Nothing. Jack plate switch is right here for now. And it has cable steering, which I'm not very happy with. It bites you quite a bit. I had to, when they first put the motor on here, the trim fin was facing the complete opposite direction. So now it's turned back around the right way, and it still fights you. Front bait well. Apparently it's got my stuff in it. It's great. A little bait well. Looks a little rough around the edges, but it's not that bad. These rod holders are great. It's got speakers up here. All my stuff. Removable trolling motor mount. I have a 55-pound trolling motor on here right now, but it's off. A little underpowered for this boat. Definitely need the 24 volt. The Mercury 60 is great and all. It's probably the best motor in its class. A lot better than a Yamaha 70 in many ways. But I'm not sure how long she'll stick on here. It's command thrust. The boat doesn't need a command thrust. I think I'm probably going to go to a 90 SHO, and that's what the boat's rated for, and then go to hydraulic steering, which should really change how the boat feels. It does sit pretty low in the water though. I think the plan is either pods or a whole new transom, and put a hunt deck on it with the angled back transom, but definitely pods at the least, and possibly a tunnel. It's a flat bottom boat underneath, When I take it out of the water later, I'll have to show you. The fuel tank is in the back here. It definitely needs to be in the bow. I don't know how that would work. Probably just, you know, right here, up to the front. It's all open, there's no baffle or anything. But like a 10-gallon tank would be great. Another big plan I have is a duckbill. I don't know if you've ever seen a duckbill before, but pretty much I would cut this weld, cut this seam right here, maybe, you know, leave a flare on it, and cut right here, and I would probably take some 1/8 inch diamond plate aluminum and take a bar and come out here with it, you know, about 1 foot in front of the boat. Nice little duckbill on it, put some pod lights under it, trolling motor mount facing the right way, because this trolling motor mount really needs to be facing this way. So the trolling motor kicks off right here, because right now it kicks off over here. Kicks off right here, really should be over there. Pretty much it. Boat runs 32 with a 60 on it. Way wrong prop. Does not like the command thrust. Definitely heavy. It sits low in the water. But aside from that, you know, it's all fixable. Probably do a duckbill. Most certainly probably gonna do a duckbill if I keep the boat. Forward gas tank. And Yamaha 90 SHO. And definitely getting hydraulic steering. Aside from that, it's a real solid boat. This airboat's coming by now. Real solid boat. It's you know, my previous boat I had a 16-foot South Dade skiff. It's way different. That boat, I'm pretty sure the entire boat's width is narrower than the width of the running surface on this boat. That boat was just about 60 inches wide. This has a 60-inch running width. And way different from my tracker. I gotta wait for the airboats to go by now. Way different from my tracker. About 1652 that boat was. It was a Pro Team 165. And I had a 40 on it. It's so much better. This boat is... It's the smallest boat I would probably ever go again. You know, a lot of people like the 16-foot, you know, 1648, 1754s. This boat does it all and more. You know, you can find them for a pretty decent price. They're a few more grand, but very solid boats. You know, there's not a rivet in this boat. Maybe a rivet. I don't think there's a single rivet in the boat. And it's all aluminum, no wood. The only spot that is not 100% solid is right under your feet here. This spot right here, I think that's from the factory. It's just a little soft. You hit a big wake and it'll flex a little bit. So got a few plans. I bought the boat. I had seat pedestals in it, and they were definitely not saltwater rated. They were stuck in there. I had to take the whole seat pedestal off, and both front and rear. I have the seats for them. I'm just not much of a bass fisherman. Take it out in Charlotte Harbor, take it up here in the Peace River. But very solid boat. Definitely would get another Express if I ever were to sell this one. Probably go up to a Hyperlift hull. This is a Hydrolift. Hyperlift has a lot more dead rise to it. I think it's 1/8 inch. This boat might be 1/8 inch too, I'm not sure. Probably not. I think it's 0100. That's about it. Quite a few upgrades planned. And I'll try and get a video of it out of the water on the backtrack trailer and it running. Yeah, this thing just runs great. I haven't touched it. I haven't done an oil change yet. It just fires right up, purrs. And it's just such a stable boat. You can stay in just about any inch of this boat. Right here on the transom, Nothing. Yeah, I've had 4 people on the boat. You can feel it, but a lot more than you could do with a 16-foot boat. Let me go get her up on the plane. Just got to get a video of the new Liverpool boat ramp. It's great. Boat docks. I mean, the water was up to almost those poles a few years ago, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is only the last few years. But there's the river out there. Here's the old pavilion, and this new ramp is awesome. Super shallow. You can get, you don't have to drive the truck all the way down there, but it's great. This is one of the only problems I got with the boat. The previous owner painted copper oxide paint on the bottom of it. Bottom's flat, but looks great, but it's got to come off. It'll start eating the aluminum. Aluminum wheels, needs new bunks. Had to rewire everything. Flat bottom. Pretty good. Just need to get rid of that copper oxide. That thing's terrible. Whatever it is, needs to go. Let me go buy that color. Respray it. But that's pretty much everything I've done to the boat so far. Everything I really say about it. But I'll make another video when do something different with it.